Every time I start to have hope for the human race and start to think that people in general aren't all that stupid, I turn on my little pewter, go over to YouTube, and there it is. The reason I do drugs.
Your images of Earth are paintings. They're CGI. It's not proof.
In the ideal human organism, the DNA code is made up of 12 strands that make up 6 helixes.
Encoded into a language through transmissions of direct conduct realignment, the power-form distinction contrives a formal appeal of form and progression.
At this point, right here, when we hit December 21st, 2012, our rods will cross into this and cross, it makes a, what's that, a right angle, I think? I don't know my angles well, it's like 90 degree.
And you fuckers think I need medication. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fucked Up, the cooking show that stews a giant melting pot of human stupidity. I'm your host, insert name here, and I'm high as balls. Pseudo-science, a term that literally means an uneducated moron responsible enough to teach others a topic of which they are completely ignorant. People like this believe that the earth is flat, aliens are in cahoots with major world governments, and the Illuminati are out to steal your soul. Usually divided into two main categories, the first group of Mensa candidates, which lack any form of self-criticism whatsoever, reject traditional religion in every way possible, which you would think is a positive attribute, until they start talking. Crystals, feathers, and beads are all it takes to be at one with Mother Gaia and her splendiferous healing properties, which apparently makes people think they have a purple soul and can talk to aliens. Aliens, I might add, that can only be heard by them and constantly warn of the impending doom that will destroy the planet, but probably won't because we got the message out in time and everyone wished it away. Bringing you love and light until you piss one of them off in a Home Depot parking lot, these people often preach that Mother Earth is going through a grand transition and that humans are being elevated to another higher, fifth-dimensional state of consciousness. If this all sounds a little too good to be true, don't feel left out. Anyone can join this movement. All it takes is a strong belief that the voices in your head have nothing to do with forgetting to take your medication. But maybe that's too subtle for you. How about a t-shirt made with love, intention, and the ground-up rocks you find at a beach? For some reason, they don't quite go into detail as to what that intention is, other than leaving you to speculate on the fact that it's a $7 t-shirt made in a sweatshop, marked up 2,000%, and screen printed by people who apparently can get their hands on some better chronic than me. Knowing that you oohed and awed all over my new shirt doesn't make it worth $100. Keith Richards wiping his ass with it, that would make it worth $100. At least then you'd know what his intentions were. Moving on, we have category 2, or what I like to call Bible thumpers. People like this believe the world is 5,000 years old, dinosaurs were put here to test our faith, and that the earth is as flat as a pancake. Okay, now I see it. Look, I get it. I understand that life can be hard for children with negligent parents. It's obvious that some babies were dropped more than once. You can always tell. Others, well, I'm guessing they were just dribbled across the floor and slammed into a wall. Case in point, this is Tila the Trainwreck Tequila, a former Playboy bunny turned entertainer. She thinks the earth is flat. Forget being examined by medical professionals. This chick straight up tells you to your face that she's batshit crazy, and somehow has legal custody of an infant. Thankfully, motherhood hasn't diminished her capacity for going on 4-hour Twitter marathons with pearls of wisdom that include, the galaxy just now exploded thanks to me. Someone tell me why I can turn streetlights on and off with my mind. I've been able to do this since last summer. And if Earth was a spinning globe and the sun is supposedly 150 million light years away, then how come the sun rays beam straight down? Apparently all this can be explained with her admission that, quote, in 2012, after I died, I was replaced with a clone, aka me, now, and was microchipped and was activated after the fallout of 2013 and 2015. Oh, sweetie, now there's your problem. Nothing that some good antivirus software can't cure. We'll have you fixed up in no time. Now tell me, are you Linux, PC, Mac, Android, or iOS? Ooh, iOS, that could be a problem. Now, I don't know about you, but there was a time in my life when I took drugs like a fucking champion. There are literally years of my life that are like the static I use for the intro of this show. Even then, I have never been so fucked up as to think the earth was flat. This hurts my brain so much that I wish I could split open my own skull just to give it a comforting hug. What makes this worse is that recently rapper B.O.B. has joined the Flat Earth bandwagon in support of this crazy bitch because, as we all know, someone who makes music with such stirring lyrics as checkmate in a game of chess is obviously an authority in all things related to science. Bob, Tila, if you're watching, just know that there's a good chance there are some people out there with actual Down syndrome who would classify you as fucking retarded. There's a very good chance that you're more harm to yourself than others, and I for one am keeping my fingers crossed that theory holds true. But that's just me. What are your thoughts on this pseudo-scientific nonsense that's floating around? Is the world flat and doomed by alien invasion just in time for Independence Day 2? Let me know in the comments section below. Well, I'm off. Once again, I'm the host, reminding you that I like my earth round, my religion in the fiction section, and my women the same way I like my coffee, without pubic hair.